work full time, got 2 young children, busy life. And I think, like a lot of people through lockdown, I'd kind of, eaten a bit more, moved a bit less. And I got towards the end of lockdown and thought, I'm not really happy. I don't like what I'm seeing. I don't like how I feel, tired all the time. Didn't want any photos taken. Literally there's no photos of me and the children, and no photos of us as a family. And I thought, all right, I'm not happy about it, and I need to do something about it. So that it was that point for me at the end of lockdown that I really needed to change something.
Yeah.
I tried Slimming World, but it didn't sit right with me anyway. So I wouldn't say I had a great success with Slimming World, but I think more because I think all along I was like, this just doesn't feel right for me. I come from a background of I used to be a swimmer, so I'm very used to exercise. And then as I became a mum, that obviously just completely went out the window. And I've dipped back in and out of exercise throughout the years. So for me, I've never been that into dieting because I've always been more about being fit and exercise. And it was understanding how I could get myself back to a place where I had that confidence to do that again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've lost just over 10 kilos in total. So that's 1.5 stones.
That's crazy.
Which I just, if it would rewind 10 months ago, I would, I can't believe I'm sat here now saying I've lost that weight. But more important than that really is I'm not tired all the time. I used to be one of these people who was just always feeling lethargic and every day thinking, when am I gonna feel awake? When am I next gonna wake up and feel energized and ready to go? So I've got energy levels. I'm a happier person to be around because I've got the energy, I've got the endorphins from going to the gym. I've had to spend a small fortune on new clothes, which is nice and not nice, because every time I lost some weight, I buy some new clothes and then a few weeks later they don't fit again. So it's a nice problem to have, but yeah, I spend a lot of money on clothes. But I'm enjoying buying new clothes. I'm enjoying that process of actually, I need to learn what looks good now because I'm not thinking about covering everything up. I tuck everything in now. I never would have tucked a t-shirt into my jeans a year ago. And now I'm tucking it in. I'm kind of like, okay, how can I show off, a little bit what I've done and what I've achieved? So yeah, my whole confidence level is through the roof now. So when I started the program, I'd also started a new job role, and doing both things at the same time was perfect for me because it got me out of that rut with my physical and my mental health and just put me on this trajectory with the new job where I was just hitting every day with more and more confidence. So yeah, I feel like what I've done with my diet and my exercise has just, had positive impacts on everything in my life. That it's actually quite simple. Yeah, there's a lot of learning curve to go through when you start the program, and it felt a bit overwhelming for the first week or so where you're just trying to take on all this information and you want to hit the ground running. But actually, when you get down to the heart of it, it's really simple. And so the simplicity of the program really was a revelation. To the point where you think, oh, why can't I do this myself? But that's the beauty of having somebody there holding you accountable, because you can't do it yourself. Accountability, but actually it's really important to have somebody there saying, how are you getting on? What are you doing that check-in, and having the community as well with everybody else. I'm actually, now I'm not on the program, missing that communication a little bit of saying, who do I tell my successes to? I think my whole mindset around food has changed as well, because it used to be, I ate for any reason. I was happy, I'll eat. I'm celebrating, I'll eat. I'm sad, I'll eat. It's time of the month, I'll eat. Any excuse to eat. A lot of my life, I wouldn't say revolved around food, but I was always thinking about food. Was now, because my attitude has changed, it's about fuel now. So I'm very focused on the protein that I'm getting. I think about what I'm going to eat versus what expenditure I've got that day. Am I going to the gym? Am I lifting weights? Am I doing cardio? And I have that focus because for me, food is fuel. And at the weekends, I relax a bit more. I'll enjoy some nicer meals. I've got some more time to cook. But Monday to Friday, it's fuel, and it's what I'm, think about what my body is going to do before I think about what I'm going to eat. And that took a little bit of time. But for me now, it's just completely normal. That's just how my brain's now programmed. Yeah. Your future self will thank you, because, if I could rewind 10 months, I wouldn't recognize the person that I've become now, a better version. But I couldn't have dreamt this is where I would be physically and mentally now.